So that's Infosys and Wipro. Let's look at one mid-cap that's been making headlines for all kinds of reasons over the past couple of trading sessions. And I'm talking about Gensol Engineering. Now, we all know there were lots of issues about perhaps defaults. There's some allegations of potential, fraud as well of some nature. And then we got the management on the show last week. Now, promoters have sold some equity in the market. What they're saying is that money will be reinvested back in the business. Let's understand what's going on. We have Hormaz joining in. Hormaz, this is like the latest Bollywood pot boiler, right? Always a twist. So what's the latest one?
Oh, absolutely. And Abbas Mastan would surely be eyeing this one. But yes, the management did say to us when we grilled them last week that they will be buying shares from the market instead of although they did not share a timeline as to when they would do so, but instead on Friday, they ended up selling shares in the market. And what a lot of these reports attributed to a margin call, it may not be necessarily that, because they are going to be reinvesting the proceeds back into the company. At least that's what the press release says. And now the proceeds will also be infused in the warrant subscription round that was done at a much higher price that was executed in the month of June of last year. And despite the stake sale, the promoters still hold close to 60% stake in the company. Mind you, most of that is pledged. Now, the other announcement that they made on Friday is the fact that they are going to hold a board meeting this week to consider fundraising proposals that will be done via QIP or other methods. And more interestingly, they'll consider a stock split on the 13th, and this after the stock has corrected almost 75% from the peak, which was around 1100 rupees. The stock is currently languishing at 300, and they're going to do a stock split after this. Now, they have earlier issued bonuses as well. They've issued a 2:1 bonus in October of 23 and a 1:3 bonus in October of 21. Now, and as we mentioned, the promoters spoke to us. They also mentioned that they remain fully committed to the business. There are no wrongdoings that have happened. They have formed a private committee as well to be investigated. But right now, all of these developments raise more questions than answers.
Thank you very much for that. And uncertainty prevails in the stock price too, down nearly about 3.5%. Turn our attention to the commodity market, because that's